Okay, so if you're a Subway fan, I don't know if you heard about it, but there are question marks around their tuna. And I was reading up on everything, and it said that they took 3 Subways from Los Angeles area. They took 60 inches of the tuna sub, they froze it, they sent it off to a commercial food lab testing facility, and 2 months later came back and it said it was no traces of any tuna or any fish of any sort at all. Now in January of 2021, which is this year, a class action lawsuit was actually filed against Subway saying that their tuna does not contain any tuna or any fish in their ingredient. Now it's one guy that actually owns, I believe, a tuna company or fishing company, and in one of the articles the guy actually said he believes that Subway used a byproduct which is called flake, and that's basically the loin of the fish, and that is basically the way that they keep their costs down. So now they're not actually using, I guess, the tuna that everybody expect that, I guess, brilliant taste. I don't know. I'm not really a big tuna fish person, even though I grew up eating tuna fish. You know, go get your chicken by the sea or whatever, you know, get out the can, chop you some onions up, get some relish or whatever, toast you some bread, get some chips. I was one of those type people, so I can't really give you a real expertise taste on tuna at all, but I can definitely tell you that I'm not really a big extremely tuna fan, so I would never know how to, you know, specify, you know, okay, this is authentic tuna, this is processed tuna. But we live in a world where everything is processed, so I'm not actually shocked, because if you think about it, if a lot of this tuna that Subway say they have, if it's being processed and it's being broken down, of course, we live in a world of processed food, so Subway is not going to be the only one that has question marks on it. Just going to be, they're in the spotlight right now. Now Subway says their tuna is 100% wild caught and cooked. They use it for their sandwiches, they use it for their wraps, and they use it for their salads for their customers. Now see, the original lawsuit that was filed in January, the one that was filed in June, which is this month's about to end, they actually changed their claim. Now they're saying that they don't believe that their tuna is 100% tuna. I'm not shocked at all that this lawsuit was actually brought forward, because at the end of the day, when you think about restaurants have a lot of processed food. You could just walk in a grocery store and you see processed food everywhere. You know, whether it's GMO, whether it's something that was just, okay, not 100% what it's supposed to be. You go to the store all the time. If you go back and read the ingredients of any product as far as food in any grocery store, you'll be shocked. But a lot of us don't read ingredients until you go to the doctor and the doctor tell you, you know, you need to lower your salt intake, lower your sodium, less sugar. And then you start to pick up stuff and you start to look at it and turn around and say, oh, I can't eat that. Can't eat that. Can't eat that. Like, it's going to be multiple things that you're not going to be able to eat, or things that you realize that you shouldn't have been eating in the first place. So at the end of the day, your health is always going to be in question whenever you're eating anything, because the way that everything is being processed and the way everything is being made is not for your health to be like the major concern, to be honest with you. It's to be put in a situation to where I can take something and make it less cost effective for me versus making it healthy for you. So if anybody been at Subway and had the tuna, and if you felt like the tuna might not taste right, or maybe now you got questions or whatever, put it down in the comment box, because I would love to know, because like I said, I never had their tuna before. I'm not really a huge tuna fan. I grew up eating tuna fish as a kid, and like it's not one of those regretful things that, like, if I see tuna I go crazy, because you know, a lot of us when we grew up young, we was poor, we didn't have a lot of money, so we eat the same things over and over again. And then we get older and we have money, some of the things that we used to eat when we were young, we look at it and be like, ugh, I don't even like that. I had that for like 10 straight years in my childhood. But if anybody have any comments, just put them down there. Peace.